Okay, here I am installing the Saiga T6 Stock set made by Tapco. Looked like a pretty good stock for the money, fairly cheap. And a couple things, I already drilled the holes and pretty much got it mounted. But one of the things I noticed about it was, here are the screws that go into the stock on the top and on the bottom. 3, just like the stock, the standard stock. Teeny, fairly narrow, kind of hard to see. It's not wanting to focus real good, but here's the screws that come in it standard, so you can definitely see the difference. Me, I don't know, maybe it's overkill, but I personally like overkill, and those are some beefy screws, you know, in Russia, screw you, as opposed to these little screws. So, oh, and my drill bit, all I did was tape it, because it says to drill a 1/2 inch deep. I put tape around it, measured a 1/2 inch from the tip to there, and then just put tape around it so I know, you know, when I reach a 1/2 inch. But it seems like an okay stock. So far I haven't got it fully together. It feels good and sturdy with that even that little screw in that they supplied, but you know, my only concern was they just didn't seem as beefy as the Russian screws. Something else I wanted to note too was, here's the replacement saw type grip that comes with the Tapco T6 Saiga kit. It seems like a decent grip. One thing I don't like about it is this cover down here. Kind of pushes down in there, but it actually doesn't like fill the whole thing in. I don't know really what the point of it is. If you're supposed to put batteries in there and they just kind of flop around. This spring retention system for the door, it's strange, but that's kind of what it is right there, and I don't even think that's in there all the way now. The groove, that's actually further than the groove it's supposed to rest, and it rests in that groove there, and the plastic kind of moves around. I don't know, it's not really up against it, and it looks, I don't know, like crap. I personally might just take it off and go naked on it, but I mean, I don't know, I'm not real crazy about that. Well, there you have it, finished product. The Tapco T6. Looks alright. Pretty good looking setup without having to move the trigger guard and trigger forward and drilling all your rivets. Looks like a fairly easy job. It's just not something I don't really want to tackle right now. 922R, US made, compliant part. I replaced the gas piston with the US made gas piston. There's 3 there. This actually counts as 2 922R compliant parts. The grip and the stock, retracting stock and body itself. There it is in all its glory. Not too bad looking. Looks more SKS-ish because the trigger and trigger guards moved further back from the magazine well, but overall not bad. Doesn't have the exact AK look, but it still looks fairly aggressive. think I like it for now. We'll see if I get sick of it. I'll get the trigger guard and trigger assembly, and then a fixed stock with pistol grip, because I really like the way that and shape of the fixed stock. Unless you're doing this setup personally, that's just my personal opinion.